Well, I woke up on the lobby floor. Yeah, last night was some kind of war. I'm coming down like a waterfall. I check my phone, but you never call. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. Up and saw everything but you next to me. I know that I've been the enemy, but I've had my moment of clarity. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in this feeling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. And I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down.
You're nothing but an expired exit from my life. Expired exit from my life.
The 6 year streak is real. Saturday being my 7 million follow anniversary is real. Time I'm just silly to fuck down to this campaign. Love you, late and take her heart.
Bye-bye. I don't miss your mind tricks or your lies. I don't miss when you're gone every night. I'm done being chained, done with your games, done being played for your entertainment. I'm not yours, 'cause you're nothing but an expired exit from my life. An expired exit from my life. I thought your heart was poison from the start. An expired exit from my life. Bye-bye. Don't remind me how you feel in every way. Don't remind me of all the BS you could say. I'm done being chained, done with your games, done being played for your entertainment. I'm not yours, 'cause you're nothing but an expired
Hello, hello, hello. Late Night Gang, it is a rare Wednesday stream. My goodness. I didn't stream yesterday, and I'm very grateful that, again, people have been really understanding about the weird-ass schedule. Thank you so much. I needed yesterday off. I really did. I've been streaming like 6 days a week, which has been kind of insane. So, very awesome to have taken that night off. I'm here for just a short while today. This is typically my day off, so I'm only going to be streaming for like a couple hours, and then I'm going to be bouncing. But it is a special stream with a sponsor. If you guys haven't used the spawn command yet, or seen the pinned message at the top of the chat window, we got a sponsor, which is pretty sick. I'm like really excited about that. Very, very excited about that, honestly. So we're going to be vibing with a horror game called Undying Flower tonight that was sent to me by indie.io on behalf of Calcats, which is a studio that is made up of only 6 people, which, if you know anything about game dev, that is actually unreal. So kind of insane to think about. But let me say some hellos quick, and then I'll get into like explaining what's going on. Again, this isn't like a typical stream, just vibing a little bit, and also trying out about an hour of this this brand new horror game. Kind of excited for it though. Very, very excited for it though. So we'll see if people like it. I hope so. I think it'll be neat. Anyway, hello, hi, welcome on in, everyone. Oh my God, why? No, don't pin that. What the fuck? Why did that pin that? No. Ah, God, I hate Twitch chat windows sometimes, man. Y'all complain all the time about, like, now I have to go back and repin this shit. Y'all complain all the time about, like, Twitch not showing your messages and shit. Trust me, it's just as annoying on the streamer side of shit. God, it's so annoying. Alright, that is not what I meant to click. People are just spamming the account age and follow age command, so there we go. Things are crisis averted. Things are fixed. Welcome on in, everybody. Lincoln, hello. Xander, hello, hi. Starfish, good to see you here. Sally, welcome on in. Uber, enjoy your lurk. Kim, hello, hi. Welcome, so nice to have you here. Jacob, what's up? Ethan Esther, Big Naturals, hello. Nettles, welcome on in. Kays, hello, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hills, so nice to have you here. CJ, welcome. Merm, hello, hi. Thank you, everybody, again, joining here on an off night normally. Liz with the 74 months. I appreciate that. Time is not real. I really appreciate all the years of support that you have spent in this community. Thank you so, so much. Phoebe, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome on in. Is this like a sponsor where you also get a kickback if the game's purchased? No, it's a flat rate, which is dope. They're just paying me to play the game, which is like really awesome. I like these types of sponsorships more. That way you guys get to like organically choose if you want to support the game or not based on what you see without like pressure from me. But typically I only work with like products that I think that the community would naturally like anyway. So you might end up loving this and wanting to purchase it yourself. I think it's only like $10 on Steam. Also, while I say hellos, just because again I want to assert dominance over any of the 10-minute believers. Hi, welcome. I'm on camera now. Abby, welcome on in as well. Hello, hi, everybody join in once more. Liz with the 7 stream streak as well. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all of that support. Chaotic with 120. Holy cow, flexing on them. Thank you for the triple digits. Sally, hello, hi. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. If I missed you, by the way, I'll get you the second go around. Nothing personal if I missed you that first time. And if I said hi to you twice, you know, you're just extra special here tonight. So, yeah. Thank you to everybody for joining, though. I just have to, like, get past all of the follow age spam. Now, you'll see in the spawn command, by the way, it explains that, again, it's an indie horror game made by only 6 people, which, again, if you know anything about game dev, that is insane. All of the clicks of the link help the campaign. So if you want to click that link, it leads just to the Steam page, but it is a tracking link, so it does help me out. Grooch, hello. Yeah, let's go. Spawn. Let's go. SpawnCon. Very excited. Very, very excited to have a sponsor that just straight up is supporting what I do. So, yeah. Very, very excited. Quicksilver Fox, hello, hi, welcome. Cece, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jessa, thank you so much for the 35 stream streak. Thank you. Kirion, hello, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much, Rakala, for the 10 stream streak as well. Dionysus, nice to have you here. Thank you for showing up big, chat, for a sponsored stream. It's been a bit. I've been talking about this for like a long time, but it's like, obviously our sub goal is very far away, and it sucks because, like, obviously having high subs, working towards like things like special incentive streams is really hard, while we're also pushing and pressuring people to spend money on charity. Fortunately, Twitch might have taken a little bit of weight off our back because they helped us hit the goal the other night. If you were not here for that, Twitch dropped $2,000 to make sure that we hit the $10,000 goal. I raised it to $11K just in case people want to vote me out of Jump King Quest to play a different game. But sub count has dropped to suboptimal levels at this point. It has not been something that I've tried to push too much because very busy working on the charity and focusing on the charity. So I've been really grateful to everyone this May for focusing on that. Abby, thank you for the gifted sub to Starfish, by the way. Appreciate that. But that said, my preference is always getting sponsorships. This is a rare one because I don't get them very often anymore. But one that is not like affiliate based. Y'all, again, don't have to feel pressured to buy the game. But if you like what you see, check it out. $10 is a steal. Again, you're supporting a small indie studio that only has 6 employees. And all the clicks of the link don't cost you a thing, but it's a great way to help out the charity incentives, or the sponsor incentive, so that sponsors want to keep working with me. I'd love to keep working with sponsors, and obviously taking the marketing money from, sponsors to keep the channel running. This is going to help me sort of feel a little bit relief despite the incredibly low sub count that we have right now. So I hope that makes sense. Great lady, enjoy your dinner and your lurk. Also, Dionysus with the gifted sub to Chaotic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did let the people I'm working with know that we normally do like an hour of yapping before I get into the game. It's a fairly short game, so I am only going to be spending about an hour in the game. That's all they want me to spend in it. And then we'll be tapping out and winding down stream after that. But again, free, easy way to help support the community while attention is kind of split this month. Dropping by. Thank you, CJ, for the bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, again, Dionysus, I forgot if I just said it. Thank you or not. Thank you for the gifted sub to Chaotic. That's so kind of you. Thanks for kicking off a hype train, everybody. But yeah, it's something that if you just show up for sponsored streams, helps me out a ton. If you click that link in the spawn command, helps me out a ton. So something to keep in mind. And then in the meantime, thank you for all the bits and the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Abby, for those bits. But hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. I never know if I actually have chat's attention because all of you are pressing buttons and doing things. Speaking of, when the game starts, I will be turning off sound alerts. I'll be turning off sound alerts just to basically keep the immersion going. So there won't be any sound alerts, there won't be any sub alerts, there won't be any bit alerts during the game itself. Let's have an understand. I appreciate it. Thank you for the confirmation. Some people were listening and vibing. Thank you. But yeah, that's just a breakdown of things. Merv, thank you for the gifted sub to Phoebe, by the way. Also, appreciate that a lot. Paying attention, you were thanking for the hype train and saying we yap for an hour and then play game for an hour. Yeah, that, and also just more of a breakdown of what this game is. Well, I haven't really explained what the game is, but explaining what the studio is. Again, 6-person dev studio. So all the way of creating the game, marketing it, quality control, everything is all on those 6 people. So pretty cool to work with a team that created this out of a passionate place. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, again, easy free way to help me this month. Again, thank you to Calcats, thank you to Indie.io for helping alleviate the dip in sub count. And while people are focusing on the charity this month, it helps out so much more that I think people realize. So thank you for showing up for this. Let's keep showing these sponsors that I'm worth supporting so that I can maybe keep working with sponsors from this marketing group. And again, you can help by just showing up, clipping stuff, being enthusiastic about the game, and clicking that link in the pinned sponsor command. Also, Becca, thank you for the 185 stream streak. Holy crap. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, that and showing up for sponsor streams, good. See, I can listen. You can. Thank you, Nettles. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you, Dionysus, for those 100 bits. Yeah, that's so much work for 6 people. The other side of it is this is a game that, even though it's a horror game, is advertised as... Oh my god, Xander. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll get back on track with getting the sub count back up and tip goals and stuff like that in June for sure. Once we pivot away from charity, we'll be working on that stuff again. But thank you so much. Like, that really means a lot. If you're one of the 5 who just got gifted, make sure that you're saying thanks to Xander. That's really, really kind of you. Thanks for kicking us into level 3. I would just like to say you're so pretty and glowing. Thank you. I don't feel that way. I didn't get very good sleep. I had something like waking me up.
Cannot stop me. The government cannot stop
It is a good alert, Abby. Thank you for the 333 bits.
Until the end of my days.
That is the canonical voice of Elsa. Yo, Crisco Richard, welcome to the stream as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was being woken up, like, once an hour at one point because of just my cats being chaotic. Again, mental hospital cannot stop Elsa. And just, I don't know, anxiety, weird nightmares, stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Take the compliment. I am. I'm just explaining I don't feel that way. So very grateful to all of the kindness. Nettles, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. What the heck? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gonna get some berries and ice cream. Ooh, enjoy. Cats will be cats are 100% cats. That said, the nicest thing is I checked with my contact right before the stream. I've had such a chaotic week that's been full of ups and downs, as y'all know. So I didn't think to ask these questions until probably like an hour and a half ago. I feel kind of bad. But I pinged my contact on Discord, and I was like, yo, can I, like, cuss and stuff during the stream? And she was like, I know, she's like, as long as you don't, like, she's like, I picked you because I know you're not going to, like, strip and get naked on camera while you're playing the game, which is the funniest thing. We've known each other for years at this point, so, like, we get to, like, joke around like that. But she was like, you can just be yourself on camera. You can do whatever. There's no, like, talking points you really have to bring up except just keep reminding people that this was made by 6 people, which is very impressive. So, any of the TOs, I'm reading chat now in my brain. Any of the stuff that happens in the game, which I did set up a content warning for. You know, they're working on it. They are adjusting to people's sensibilities. They're making sure that the game continues to get patched and fleshed out and built up and everything. So there's like a whole bunch of good stuff on this team. It's just a very small 6-person team. My dog also likes to be a nuisance at night. It's like when they activate. Yeah, no nudity on stream. I'm sorry that I'm not e-girling this stream to sell it more. I'm so sorry. Good God. Silvermere, welcome. Yeah, Undying Flower, by the way, for those who are just listening in, maybe lurking, it's a horror game that features animated depictions or descriptions of death, violence, blood, supernatural horror, discussions of trauma, flickering/flashing lights and images, etc. So there's your heads up. Nothing says chat can't be nude, though. Technically, I don't know who watches my streams naked ever. So you're right on that one. But, yeah, I'm allowed to, like, cuss and stuff. I'm going to keep it, like, fairly normal. Because I actually am very curious about this game. It's really funny. I got sent the sponsorship offer. And my my contact, she was like, oh, I just think, like, you'd be great for this. And I was like, you know what's really funny? I already was interested in this game. So I already had an interest in this game. It was already on my radar. So I get to play it. Not only do I get to play it, but they're paying me to play it, which is really cool. So, yeah. Will you at least be taking stream to the hot tub? Whenever chat is parasocial enough to fund a hot tub for me, yes. There we go. Yo, what's up, Chaos? Welcome. Welcome. Good luck with the 4 dogs, by the way. Ace, hello, hi. Welcome. We're usually not supposed to be naked. I never said you weren't supposed to be. All I said was, I don't know if you are or not. You know? You could be, for all I know. I mean, if you are, whatever, that's your business. If that's the thing, you're like, oh boy, a horror game tonight. I better be nude for that. I mean, that's up to you. That's really 100% on you, chat. Thank you, by the way, everyone, for the level 3 hype train right off the bat. That's so kind of you. Those of you who missed the last stream, we hit 10K for St. Jude. Our goal every year is 10K. We managed to hit it. We had a big helpful push from John Twitch, CEO of Twitch Official, who dropped $2,000 on the campaign, and that took a huge weight off my shoulders and allows us to just kind of like have fun and vibe the rest of the month, which is going to be great. We're going to still be raising for St. Jude until May comes to a close, but like I said, June we'll pivot back into regular content, sub goals, tip goals, etc. We can all work towards funny, silly, fun streams together. I'm at work, so being naked would be super awkward at the moment. All right, well, your goal now is to get hired by HR so that, like, no one can report you. Because if they try to report you, and you're like, I am HR. Casual Fridays. That's what you can do, you know? Sometimes clothes are overstimulating. If I want to be tits out, that's my prerogative. I mean, you're not wrong. There are times I just walk around my house topless, for sure. As someone who is only ever a name or a PNG, I have Schrodinger's nudity. It's my imagination is the screwed up thing because I don't know who's doing what, you know? So it is what it is. Let me explain the game real quick too. Just before we get going and get into like good news and stuff. This game is called Undying Flower. Again, if you want to learn a little bit more about it before the stream really gets going, that pinned comment at the very top of the chat is there for you, or you can use the spawn command. Every click on that bit.ly link there, that shortened link that you see there in that command, does help me out, so heads up on that. But it is an indie horror game that is based around the idea of grief, so apparently has a very unique approach to that. As someone who loves the Silent Hill games and the fact that they tend to be psychological and supernatural horror representations of the pain of grief and loss and regret and things like that. I like that sort of more like cerebral vibe in a game. And if this can pull something like that off, that would be really cool. I'm not going to be comparing it to Silent Hill, obviously, because that's an unfair comparison. Again, team of 6 people versus gigantic franchise with millions and millions of dollars that's put into its development. So this game, I'm going to keep reminding myself, 6 people, but even from the trailers, I'm like, it looks like a very competent game. It looks really cool. The reviews are good. I think the reviews are like 100% positive at the moment, which is really cool. But yeah, those of you who, you know, might be a little bit more sensitive to stuff like the idea of loss and the idea of grief and regret, those are in the content warning there surrounding like the discussions of trauma that are going to be a very central portion of this game. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. It looks cool. I was looking at this Steam page. Yeah, so the trailer is up there. Time to cry. It could be a sad one. Apparently it's a lot more of an emotional approach to this stuff. So the art looks really good. I love the art style. It is super unique, honestly. They want you to play an hour, so they so do they not want you to finish? Yeah, they don't want me to finish it on stream because they don't want me to spoil it. So we'll see what ends up happening. No, not that kind of loss. Not JPEG. Not that loss. I hope not that loss. If we get in there and somehow the game works a lost joke into it, game of the year. Like true cinema moment where I'd just be like, okay, all right, they hit me with a lost joke in the middle of a emotional horror game. Okay, game of the year. That's the way that I'm going to look at it if that happens. God, someone do that now. Someone do that. It's like super dark, like twisted, kind of fucked up game. And then you like hit someone with like an ancient meme in the middle of it. Oh my God, I would laugh so damn hard. It'd be so funny. Anyway, that's tonight's plan. Thank you for listening. I now turn the floor over to the room. Chat, if you have any good news that you would like to share, please feel free to drop some in the chat. I would love to read your good news as long as it's something we can all comfortably enjoy together. Doesn't have to be anything big, as long as it's something that you're proud of. Silver linings, baby steps in progress, those also count. So if you're like, hey, I had a rough day, but I got out of bed today and I made myself some food, that's a good news to me. So feel free to hit me with some of that. I'll read as much as I can. Make sure you're congratulating each other. That's just what we do here. And thank you, everybody. Yeah, hit him with Big Chungus. Dude, do you know how funny that would be? I would laugh my ass off if I was like in the middle of like a Backrooms game and then Big Chungus, like it was like setting up like good environment and like scary like energy, and then Big Chungus rounded the corner. I'd laugh so hard, dude.
The Finch happened. It motivates me to be more in tune with my emotions and thoughts.
That's good.
Smile
I'm
and
glad.
face
I think
hearts
that's
emoji.
good for anybody, especially people from this community, to be in touch with your emotions and thoughts. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. We have a lot of people in the community who use that app. Slade, thank you for the 310 streams. Holy crap. Appreciate you. Moving up there, almost getting to like a year in streak terms, which is wild. Quick good news, this week has sucked, but I'm under a pile of the fluffiest dogs. Take that healing energy from those dogs, Chaos. Take whatever good energy you can get out of those dogs. Wonderful. So sorry to hear that this week sucked. I hope that next week goes better, or this weekend makes up for it, or even the next couple days here. Good news, had a great chat with my sister. I'm almost done with all my grading. Hell yeah, let's go. Excellent. Very, very good to hear, Silver. Good news, got a snazzy new haircut for my cousin's wedding this weekend. Quicksilver. Oh my God, we got Silver and Quicksilver here. That's going to be confusing for me. I hope that your cousin's wedding is really nice. I hope that the new haircut feels great as well. Morgan recently redid my hair, and it feels so much lighter and so much nicer, and I can like style it more. People have been begging me to get like curtain bangs forever and get like a quasi wolf cut thing. Feels nice. I feel powerful. Good news, I'm having so much fun with The Sims 4 again. Wonderful. Very, very good. Awesome. I know like a lot of people in this community have actually been getting back into Sims 4 because they've been like adding new content and shit. So that's cool. Good news, I've been so productive with my craft hobbies after months of burnout. Zoodle, it feels so good when the burnout washes away and it leaves behind that love and motivation that lives on in you for that thing. I'm so glad that you're able to get back into that crafting. Have fun with it. Good news, I have a whole week off next week. Holy crap, Merm. Enjoy. Almost there, so I'm ready. I've been feeling so burnt out. Also, I'm close to getting Twitch affiliate. I had no idea. It's given me so much motivation to keep streaming. Wonderful. Good luck to you with all of that. Enjoy the week off as well. Oh my God, kick back and just chill. Good news, I watched Cat's Eye's Netflix documentary Dream Academy for the first time, unaware of how much crying I would do while watching it. Finished the remaining 4 episodes today and closed all 3 exercise rings on my Apple Watch yesterday. Phoebe, let's go. Love hearing that you're doing that exercise. Love hearing that like you found this group that's resonating with you, bringing you these emotional moments, hopefully very inspirational as well. I know a little bit of their story, and it's really cool to hear other people's stories who have like kind of made it, right? Good news, I broke down some cardboard boxes for recycling to transform the Low Spoons Blah energy of this week. Also good news, it's been cool this week in Texas, and despite it messing with my health, I love it. It's like the push-pull dynamic at play there, where it's like, oh man, if it gets too cold, it sucks for my health, but it feels nice when it cools down. Yeah, I get that with the humidity here on the East Coast. Also, very happy to hear that you're able to transform that moment of like, hey, I have only this much energy. What could I do with that? I did this thing that I wanted to get done anyway. That's awesome. That's like such a healthy way to do things. But yeah, good news. I bought some Cool Whip because I have way too much strawberries right now. And I know that'll get me to shovel them into my mouth. Also, I ate a bunch of carrots today. I'm about to become unstoppable after eating 2 unprocessed foods. Honestly, fresh fruits and veggies, regardless of how you eat them, is so good, so tasty. I'm just so lazy. Morgan bought like a bunch of peppers the other day, and they've been awesome. Like fresh peppers. Been dipping them in hummus. Super good. Very happy to hear about people getting into all the fresh produce that we expect around this time of year. Good news, I've been reading during my lunch breaks instead of watching TikToks this year. God, I love hearing that. Yes. I just finished my 7th book for the year and started what I think is going to be my new favorite series. Cece, I love that for you. I've been encouraging people to not doom scroll on like Twitter and like Instagram and shit these days. I've been trying to like remind people, use that time. And so like, if those things make you depressed or angry, I know it's not as simple as like just do that, but like realize and have that honest discussion with yourself. Like, this is like pissing me off, or this is like making me upset or whatever. Why would I spend my time on that when there's like this other thing that I could be doing that enriches me and makes me feel so happy and like empowered, maybe even. I love reading. It is such an empowering feeling when I finish a book. It's so nice. It's so funny. Morgan just finished this horror book. And she was like, I think you'd really like it. And her and I, sometimes our interest in reading crossover, but not that often, because we've both been doing like a lot more reading the past year. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll check it out. And I ended up getting it on Libby, and I started it last night, and I already read 33% of the book. I already read a third of the book, and I was like, babe, you were so right. It's so good. It's very, very cool. It's a book called, it's called We Used to Live Here. Apparently they're making like a Netflix adaptation of it already. I don't know how it ends, obviously, so it could end up sucking, but I doubt it because Morgan has pretty elite taste for the most part. And I've been really enjoying it. It's been really cool. It's been very creepy. So it's not the cold, it's the pressure. So, oh, yeah. Like we've been talking about like barometric pressure here a lot, Liz, for sure. I got a new Pokemon DS game and been playing that outside during my lunches on a tire swing. It's so nice. Hell yeah, that's another great way of like disconnecting and vibing. Hell yeah. Anime Fangirl, welcome. I will always recommend the app One Sec to help with screen time and doom scrolling. It's called One Sec. Ooh, I like that. Anything that like breaks up your day, even if it's like you still end up scrolling a little bit, like that's okay. Everything in moderation kind of thing. But to interrupt the flow of that is very important. I think it's like good to be grounded enough to be like, whoa, I've been scrolling for, 4 hours. Instead of like scrolling nonstop for 4 hours, like breaking that up into like, yeah, maybe like an hour at this point in the day, another hour like later. And that's the way that you can kind of chip away at that sort of balance and like make it work more in your favor in like a really positive way. Good news, I only have to work tomorrow, then 3 hours on Friday. Then I have 1 to 8 hour shift on Monday. Then Tuesday to Sunday, I'm going to get to go to Florida to visit my mom. Okay, so have a good time in Florida. And I'm very happy to hear that you're able to like have a couple of those shorter days. And you only have a couple more like full days before you get to go to Florida. Enjoy your time. Enjoy.
Punched me in the boob.
Yo, Grooch, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for continuing to support the community. That means a ton. Mouse, all good. Take care. Thanks for dropping by to say hi. Thank you for all this good news, chat. It's awesome. Always good to hear good news. Always wonderful to catch up with the community, especially on days that I don't normally get to stream. Thank you for being here. But, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Tawny, hello, hi. Just got off work. Good news, I start my second job next week. Gonna be a hot topic, or hey, good luck with all of that. Good to have you here. Hope that the second job goes nice and smooth for you. Thank you for joining. I need to get that ice cream and fruit before I get distracted. Oh, wait, Liz, you didn't go get it yet? Didn't you say like 3 minutes ago to 5 minutes ago that you were going to go get that? The ADHD urge to never be able to process time wait, no, actually the urge is I want to process time properly. the ADHD inability to process time properly, where I'm like, oh, it was only 30 seconds, and it was like 8 minutes. Yeah, Liz, I've been the same way. It's been tough. It has been tough to balance this shit. The world is just like constantly on fire, so it's just like I'm juggling 97 different things at a time. And again, for those of you who are not in the Discord or don't pay attention to things that are shared in the Discord, I was sharing this with chat last night in the Discord, but I took yesterday off because I was talking to Morgan, and she was like, babe, you stream 6 days a week now, which is insane. And she's like, I know that you want to raise more money for charity, and I know you want to, like, be present for your community. But she was like, most people get 2 days off a week. Most people get 2 days off a week. Why aren't you taking 2 days off a week? And then I was like, yeah, but, and she was like, babe, most people are, like, very, very normal about other people taking time off. People get, like, sick days and stuff like that, and she was good at helping me through the brain demons, because I was feeling the guilt of not being productive enough and not being around the community enough. I was like, yeah, but this is, like, why my chat doesn't like me that much, is because I'm not around very often. I'm unreliable. And she was like, stop, shut up, not right. So, yeah, she was helping coach me through it last night, so I just be vibing. These days. But God, she's so sweet and so wonderful. Very, very much appreciative of all the help that Morgan did for my brain yesterday. That's my good news, is that I actually took a day off. And then she was like, I had to go back through the Discord to read what she wrote to me. You just hit 10K for charity, and you have a sponsor stream tomorrow, so you don't have to sweat sub count as much. It's okay to take a day off. And then I was like, yeah, but what if? And then she made like a face, at me. And I was like, okay, you're right. I'll take the day off. And then I just vibed, and I like played video games and read. Shut up, Bree. No one is saying that. I know, and that's the worst part, is like deep down I know that, but it's just like, I'm like, oh man, if I keep taking days off, people are gonna think I'm like unreliable and I fall through on everything and I suck and I'm not good at what I do, and it just like snowballs into these like ridiculous things. And I'm trying to be like transparent about it, not whining and asking for compliments. It's more of like I know a lot of you struggle with this shit too, because you grew up with like a lot of shame and guilt as well. We talked about that here. Rejection sensitivity is intense in this community. But a lot of the times our brains fill in these blanks, giving answers for questions that were never asked. And I'm trying to be a better example of like, all right, the brain demons attacked, but then I addressed them and fought back, and I won. And I'm a better example as someone who works all the time of not giving into the horrible grind to burnout culture. Also, if I seem like super like, I don't know, fucking preachy tonight. I had therapy earlier today. Part of the reason I take Wednesdays off is it's my therapy day, and I don't like to go live afterwards because my brain dissociates and I process a bunch of crap. I've been doing a lot of work today to like really ground myself, doing like the, breathe in, breathe out, name 5 things you can, see and smell and hear and whatever. It's been helping a little bit, having a lot of good conversations with Morgan, just being like really transparent with her about how I'm feeling. So I'm trying to do my best here on camera tonight. But I really appreciate people showing up for a sponsored stream and vibing with me for a bit tonight. But yeah. As someone taking on more hours because my job hasn't hired more closers, yes, Brian, take more time off. You know what's really funny about you telling me that, though, CC, is my brain is so just absolutely, like, twisted at this point that I'm like, wait, you are in a circumstance where you can't help that you have to work so much, which I'm so sorry you're dealing with that, where you don't get a break from the burnout sometimes. And I have the privilege of setting my own schedule, and I'm the spoiled one who's taking more time off just because I can. And that's like the way my brain transforms it. And I know that's not how you mean it. I know that's not what anyone actually thinks of me, but it like sucks that my brain does that. It's like the worst thing in the world. So Yeah, Morgan really went tisk tisk. You could stream once a week and I'd be happy to see you every time. If I could do that and make sure that I could financially stay afloat, I would maybe do like way less streams and put way more time into YouTube again like I used to. It used to be like 90% of the content I made was YouTube stuff. I just work on YouTube videos all week long. And then I'd stream like 2-3 times a week, maybe at most, to check in with the people who liked me from YouTube. And then it became a thing where I was getting more business opportunities and making more friends through streaming than I was YouTube. So I started focusing a lot more on the Twitch stuff. And then also like the idea of editing a YouTube video for 8 hours in my office alone was like very isolating for my mental health at the time. And I pivoted because I like the social aspect of like the real-time interaction with you guys here in Twitch chat. But it's like I kind of want to strike the balance again, find something that works better. But also financially, streaming does currently keep a roof over my head. We tell ourselves a lot of awful stories about ourselves. Also, hello all. Kelly, hello. Good to see you here again. It really sucks that the human brain goes, hey, actually, you're the villain in your own story. All the time. If I thought you sucked, I wouldn't be here. True, Zand. I mean, I really, a lot of the people who've been around for a long time and a lot of the people who are, like, constantly vibing with, like, the energy and, like, totally get sort of the like, environment that I'm trying to, like, create here. I do look to a lot of you sometimes for, like, vibe checks, so it's always cool to know that people want to stick around and chill and have a good time whenever possible. So, yeah. Like, thank you. Truly. If it helps, I absolutely do not pay attention to schedules personally. It's just like, oh, they're live? Well, that doesn't help me, because the whole reason I set up a schedule is to make it easier for people to find out when I'm doing things. And be like, oh, it's a Wednesday. This is the day that Brian doesn't stream. And then any other day, you know I am. The berries got eaten, so it's just ice cream. Well, ice cream's good. I'm sorry you don't have berries, though, Liz. But yeah. Take the days off that we can't take ourselves. Chat will vicariously live through me doing self-care. It's my thing, too, where it's like, again, like, a lot of you know this. Some of you might not. I have a background in psychology. I used to be a psych counselor. So a lot of this stuff is, like, methodologies I picked up over the years. But also, I hope that it's proof that, like, even your therapist probably has a therapist. Like, they're taking on a big emotional burden, and burnout is a real thing that can affect anyone of any socioeconomic class, anyone who deals with any amount of stress at all. Burnout can exist for them. So it is one of those things where I hope that when I talk about this stuff, like, so transparently and openly, it really is, like, me doing my best to communicate. I want to be a better role model. I don't want to be the type of content creator who's, like, constantly pushing grind and burnout culture. 12-hour streams every single day. Streaming on the days that, like, I normally have off, those types of things. I don't want to be that person. But if people can, like, find peace in those moments where I'm like, yeah, I take every Wednesday off. And I, like, really take it off for me. And to, like, process the stuff that I, like, learn in therapy and whatever and address in therapy. That's a cool thing. Also, I won't lie, part of this conversation, moving it in this direction, is an ulterior motive. Because I'm setting the stage for the horror game, the sponsored game that I'm playing tonight, that deals with, like, trauma and grief and regret and the psychological impact of those things. So, ooh, my marketing as well, my marketing experience. Because the other chapter of my life that I talk about a lot is I used to own a marketing company. I was a psych counselor and I owned a marketing company. My psychological journey is unreal. 7 years, Brian, nothing has gotten rid of this barnacle yet. And I appreciate you a ton. Like, seriously, Liz. Always feel bad I can't show up as much as I used to. Cece, you got your own life to live, you know? You got your own priorities to tackle. People have changing circumstances and conditions. I want y'all to always prioritize yourselves and what you have to take care of, because the streams are going to continue. I'm going to be doing content regardless of, what happens. Like, for years and years and years. So it's one of those things where it's like, police take care of you. You can always catch up on the VOD channel on YouTube. You can always, drop by streams whenever you have time. You can always revisit old YouTube videos on my main YouTube channel. You know how it is. So, mental health workers are some of the worst with self-care. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Every single person that I graduated psychology with a psych degree with, is like the most fucked up human I know. Like, not fucked up like in a bad way, like as in like we are so bad at self-care. It is unreal. Your favorite therapist, yeah. Jules, welcome on in. Hello, hi, good to see you here. Okay, professional. Okay, yeah. All right. Great segue. Thank you. Dude, I'm working on these, I'm starting to script out some YouTube videos to do. I'm working on my segues, working on my like tight 10. Working on some good, like, narration that's gonna, like, be going over, like, crossfades and, like, the SIG documentary. Man, the mind I have, dude. Right? Just social engineering chat this whole time. It comes with the territory. It's part of the job of being a public figure. It's not easy being a D-list content creator, all right? Being a D-list internet celebrity. Tiny Monster, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome on in. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining. But yeah. Me and my psych degree are going home. Inch money, yeah. Every single person I graduated my program with, their brain is full of marbles, except that the marbles are covered in small, tiny, like miniaturized packets of C4 that are constantly exploding randomly. That's what every single person I graduated with is like. Is we're all like, hey, checking in. Like, like we're really great at talking to other people. We're very good at talking about our emotions and unpacking things in like a way that is supposed to be therapeutic. And then we're very good because we're so used to the methodology of psychology and therapy that we're like, except, I'm just saying this because I've actually, like, I understand that this can actually just come from like a disingenuous place actually. So what if I'm still trying to people please and make the people around me that I'm being, quote, they think I'm so emotionally open and intelligent, but I'm actually manipulating them by telling half-truths to make them like me more. It's just such a fucking terrible wormhole. It's such a mess every time. So many people I know do that shit in the psych field. It's partially what burnt me out of it, too. Just constantly, like, it's good to talk about emotions. It is good to express yourself in a very direct and transparent way. It's good to get to the heart of issues and not be afraid to address things that need addressing. But if you only do that all the time, my God, you burn out. It is rough. You need, like, things to distract yourself. You need things that are, like, hobbies outside of that. So, yeah. Yeah, philosophy and psychology are not quite the same thing, but I will say that they lend each other a lot of different, like, themes. As someone who almost triple majored, like quadruple minored, I took a lot of philosophy as well, and I could have very easily done like a dual major in like philosophy and psychology if I'd chosen to pursue that. And there's a lot of crossover. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I have a few friends who act like I have a psych degree. Well, it's nice that they trust you. Also, kind of unfair at times, though. I don't like being the, like, that's the friend that I can bring all my troubles to. It's like, I'm glad you trust me, but also, I have to set up boundaries sometimes where I'm like, hey, I had a really rough week, and yes, I'm the helper friend, but also, it's, like, a little bit unfair when it gets, like, piled up too much. So, fortunately, all my friends are emotionally intelligent enough that, like, those are very easy conversations to have. So... Brian, please stop being so relatable, affectionate. My 2 psych degrees have made me really good at intellectualizing my emotions, actually processing them. Yeah, I can intellectualize as well, Tiny Monster, so I'm right on the same page with you. but then I start assigning value in the way that I'm not supposed to, and it's like, God, it's terrible. It's yeah. If you psychoanalyze yourself too much, you're not an objective observer of your own behaviors or thought processes, so it's not healthy. Call it being the trauma dumpster. God, Kelly, that's so accurate. I don't want to be that. I don't. I like to help my friends when they have issues, because that is part of friendship to me, is like being there for each other. But we have a very healthy relationship on like, hey, I know that you're having a tough one this week, so giving you that moment of space, and then recognizing like when it's like okay to like approach or whatever, or like testing the waters. I'll have friends who like check in and they're like, hey, how have you been recently? And I'll be like, oh, not so good. And they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I just wanted to update you on this thing, but like, let's talk about it later. Let's like put a pin in this till later. And it's such a healthy, awesome dynamic. It's again why I keep like Ashley in my life, and Kat, and a lot of awesome people like them. Just really grateful for that group of friends. So, not even gonna read this link. I did not major in those things. Those are things you learn through life experience anyway. Those aren't even real classes. No one's accredited in those things. That I'm fine with for sure. Like, ask me before you start talking about issues. Yeah, it's like one of those things. My friends and I are super good at giving each other like litmus tests of like, hey, are you ready to hear about this like heavier shit, right? Which is awesome. It's really great. I hope that everyone finds that kind of like healthy give and take dynamic, because no one's keeping score in those situations. You're just kind of there for each other, and if the goalposts, I don't even want to call them goalposts, like if the shared emotional space has to shift back and forth a little bit, it's not a bad thing. It's actually like a really cool thing. To be able to find, especially if you're someone like me who's been surrounded by people at various points in my life where people only take. It's like such a painful thing, and it becomes like an awkward thing to bring up to other people. So finding those people who are like okay with me setting a boundary, freaking the best thing in the world. It's the best feeling ever. Yeah, respect each other's capacities, exactly. But yeah, anyone in the psych field, I'm so sorry, you're all doomed. As someone who worked in it, God, I know exactly how neurotic you are. Good luck. It's an awesome field. I'm very grateful to those of you still in it. I personally got burnt out by it and had to try something else with my life. But those of you in it, thank you for the work you do. A lot of people out there need it. I never thought I'd agree with Merm is such a funny sentence. But yeah, it is one of those things. I really hope that, I don't know, you just keep working on yourself. Because, like, that was my thing was, I was so desperate for friends at various points in my life that I kind of just put up with, like, shitty people who didn't understand communicating emotions or being emotionally intelligent enough to tap in with themselves and check in with themselves. And to express themselves in any sort of direct way. And so I just got used to that, like, cycle of rejection. But once I started really working on myself and being like, well, where does that come from? How can I apply that to the way I communicate? I was able to find the absolutely spectacular friend group that I have now. And I've surrounded myself with just so many beautiful, incredible souls. So keep working on yourself. You'll find the right people. There's 8 billion people in the world. You're going to find those people that you click with. Amy, hello, hi, welcome on in. Shark, hello as well. Let me give one more. Also, is the freaking timer working? Timer command I have set up for the spawn command. Let me see. 15 minutes up. I didn't see it go off again. It's supposed to be going off every 15 minutes. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Dope. Awesome. Yeah, again, those of you who are just joining, we're going to get going here with the horror game in a moment. Again, the game does address the psychological impact of a tragedy. So content warning again, for those who want to check in, !CW. I believe the story surrounds a murder or some act of violence. So just a heads up on that. But it looks really interesting. It's got a super unique art style. Apparently the voice acting is really good in it, so I'm excited for that. For no particular reason. They should have hired me. But that's tonight's sponsor. It's a game called Undying Flower, made by 6 people, which, again, if you know even the smallest bit about game dev, oh my god, 6 people is such a small team. And the fact that they were able to pull this off and have a very positive response to the game so far is awesome. Again, the only thing I ask of you is hang out, have a good time. You know, hopefully you have fun. Feel free to clip things. I will be turning off sound alerts for the game just so we can have an immersive experience for the 1 hour that they gave me to play it. Yeah, just chilling here is good enough. And if you want to go the extra mile, it does help me out a lot if you click, again, use the !spawn command and click the bit.ly link at the end of that command. That will help me out a ton for just tracking activity on this sponsored campaign. Well, I'm hanging all right. I don't know what that means with the smile after it. I don't like that. Impressive. Yeah, 6 people is impressive. 6 people is very impressive that they were able to pull off like a big major Steam release. I might be lurking for most of this game. Enjoy the lurk. I appreciate having you here. Oh, you know, smile. Oh, God. All right, chat. Are we ready for some Undying Flower? Again, thank you to Calcats. Thank you to Indie.io for sponsoring. 8's in chat if you're ready to go and jump into... hopefully I don't get jump scared too much. I have no idea if there's jump scares in this game or not. I literally don't know that much about it, except that I was already interested in the themes and the concept of the game. Because I like when a game can be like, it's not always in-your-face scary. It is also... like that psychological aspect. I grew up on Silent Hill games. I love that psychological, like, representation of trauma. Click the link. That art style is so cool. Isn't it so neat? It's so neat. Yeah, you don't even have to dwell on the Steam page. You can just click the link and it helps out. But as long as it's on your radar, maybe you'll end up loving it and want to check it out yourself. And again, I think it's only like $10 on Steam. Yeah, W sponsor, because they don't have very many expectations. Again, I was messaging my contact right before stream. I was like, what do I got to do? You guys didn't, like, give me any, like, real deliverables. And she's like, we trust you to just play the game and give your honest opinion and have fun with it. And we like your personality and what you add as far as commentary to things. So just do your thing. And I was like, oh, my God, that's so nice. And they're just paying me flat fees. So, again, don't feel pressured to buy it, especially if you are, you know, hands tied financially right now. But if you want to check it out, you know?
6 years. What the fuck is time?
Something fake, as we were discussing earlier. Maya, thank you for the 60 months. I appreciate that. Is that 6 years? No, it's 5 years, right? You psyched me out there for a second. I was like, I'm not that bad at math, am I? 5 years. Thank you for evolving into a silver Sylveon badge. Amazing. Thank you so much, Maya, for sticking around that long. Have you heard of the horror game Out of Sight? I have not. I'll have to maybe check it out. Put it on my wish list for now. Ooh, chaotic. I hope you like this hour that we dive in here. Had therapy today. My brain isn't working. Listen, Maya, I don't normally stream Wednesdays because it's my therapy day, and my brain is firing on only like 1.5 cylinders. So you're in good company here. I'm about to dive into tonight's sponsored game, though. Some of us are not the math gays. It's true. So let me swap over the category of the game. Undying Flower. And we'll get this guy going. I'm excited to check this out. Pausing music. Turning off sound alerts for this one again. Sorry to those who are sound alert enjoyers. But those are going to be off once the game gets started here. So, game is booting up. I don't know what the best face cam placement is for this either, so we're just gonna have to figure all that out, I guess. Muting that. And I think I'm good on that. All right, chat. Let me get you over to the other screen so I can look at you. I can read you. Calcuts. So that effect there with the like flashing, I think gets a little bit more intense in some parts of the game. Oh my god. Soul that wants to be free. Something. I didn't get to read all that. It's cool though. Paxton, thank you for the 7-stream streak. Appreciate it. Yeah, again, game made by 6 freaking people, which is awesome. Very incredible. Chat, I don't know why it is not letting me move you to the other monitor. Uh-oh, hold up. Do I have to manually move y'all? Yeah, very pretty. Very like storybook. Alright, there we go. Manually moving everything over. Just so I can see everything. Any stained glass storybook vibes? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yo, what's up, Spark? Hello, hi, welcome. All right. Is audio okay? Is it too loud? Let me know. I can adjust things. Options, vibration, camera sensitivity. Okay, good. High quality. That's the highest I can go. Audio good. Controls. All right. Also, sharing the going live or interacting with the like Instagram story, or the going live on Blue Sky helps out a ton as well. Smidge loud, but not too bad. Okay, bit loud. Is that a little bit better, or is it too quiet now? Let me know. Of course, the music goes away at the point. Oh, here we go. Better? Or lower, even? Yeah? Is good? Okay. If it gets too loud, let me know. Well, just as I play. But I will be playing this until a little bit past 11-something tonight. 11:15-ish. Looks like Eastern time, and then I'll probably bid y'all adieu because I'm gonna go relax because it is my day off technically. Yeah, Becca, that's fine. I can't guarantee that I can add anything too much to this year's schedule. We'll see. All right, multiple save slots. It's always nice. Play. Go. It's got some, like, I don't know, like royal court jester fairy tale kind of vibe going. Excited for this game for real? Oh, God. There's your flickering screen, which is why we have that content warning. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. I like the fit, but maybe not the mask as much. Also, let me know if too loud. Oh. We have a musical number right away? Yeah, we're in hell. Thought she had no eyes. It did look that way for a second. Okay, I dig the music, but also this pretty creepy. Oh, I don't even know what I have to forgive myself for. Hello, hi? Love the voice. Would you forgive me for killing him? Oh, God. Would you forgive me if I killed someone? Maybe? I don't know you. No. Yeah, I don't really know you. Yeah, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Also, audio, 8's in chat if good. Otherwise, let me know what to adjust. So, This reminds me of the movie Mirror Mask. Oh, man, I haven't heard someone reference Mirror Mask in a long time, but I get the vibe. Okay, audio good. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I'm the one at fault. I killed him. I drove him away. I let him die alone. Oh, hi. That's... Yeah, I don't know you. I'm gonna keep telling you that, apparently. Who are you? Yeah, both answers were bad. Yeah, in that first question, I kind of got trapped there. If you killed someone, would you forgive yourself? That's a loaded question. I don't... Probably not, like, internally. I'd probably be, like, really guilty about that forever, even if it was, like, not my fault. I'd feel pretty shitty. But, like, I think I would have to work towards self-forgiveness to a degree. Yeah, it depends on what happened. I'm probably not, though. I don't know. I know me. I get guilty about skipping streams. So, no, I'm going to be me tonight. No, I wouldn't. Then let me ask you a question. Do you hate yourself? Oh, all right. A little pertinent to the conversation we had before we started the game. Okay? Is the game listening in? Is it one of those types of games? Oh, God. Oh. That nightmare again. Yeah, don't perceive. More and more often lately. Clocked immediately, yeah. More vivid this time. I really like the art style in this, honestly. I don't think there's a good place to put my camera, by the way. I think it's gonna always be blocking stuff. Is the subject ready? Prepping her right now. Okay, I'll be waiting in the lab. Today is the day that we go back in time to change our fate. Can erase your sin for good. Yes, Father. Huh? Is the subject ready? What? Dad? We just have to vibe with the camera, yeah. Subject XO2, the flower. I'll try to read everything that's on the screen as well. A frail, soulless body. Ugh. Fang, hello, by the way. This little girl, barely alive, is the subject for our experiment. An experiment. No, that's a person. I mean, yeah, she does not look great. She's not doing too hot. To erase our sin. Okay. Okay. Sin in red, always a good thing. Scientist Nala. Okay. The shaky cam. Creepy. Oh, yeah, she is not doing well at all, actually. Okay. Well, that... Not still not ethical, though. I'm gonna say that. I feel like this game is gonna be like, oh, these people who did a bad thing may have found a loophole to go back in time or something. Oh, God, the whole environment is shifting and falling apart. Ew! But, like, you can go back... What? A regret that made me hate myself. Okay, but also, like, you can't just rob anyone of their life just because they're, like, in a vegetative state to go back in time and undo your mistakes. You have to live with your mistakes. Yeah, if nobody's home, they can't consent. Rat, hello, hi. This is how we know it's gonna be the type of protagonists that are also kind of, like, very morally gray. So... My wonderful good news, good luck. I'm glad you're prioritizing yourself. Mental health seems to be a pretty good, or a pretty strong theme in tonight's stream. Mental hospital can Okay, great. Cannot stop me. You didn't react to this? Ooh! I was gonna say mental hospital cannot stop me. I killed my grandfather. But apparently mental hospital just tried to stop me. Hello, potato. Enter the room. Experiment room. Oh, God. I don't remember why or how. Oh. There's a gap in my memory. Oh, God. What are they gonna do? Oh, no! Ugh. But I know I killed him. I really plugged her into that machine. I want to erase this regret. Ah! God, that got me. Memory stream failed. PX02, irregularity detected, error, something. Ah! Okay, sorry. Welcome back, Ray Lady. Oh, no. What is happening? Eliza, hello. Is the experiment failing? I would probably say so from the warning alarms and shit. Okay. Back to mask person, except now they have, like, streaks of tears or wood grain on the mask, and it's a lot more elaborate over here. It's very different. Got Jesus Crown of Thorns thing going. Yeah, she needed some milk for sure. At chat, she was fine. She was suffering from osteoporosis, okay? What's happening? Who are you? Memory holder. The flower. Oh. You can call me the flower. The experiment subject? Oh, this is the experiment subject now? Okay. Okay. You could say that. Yes. We are the same. I am her. The one with the power you seek. What's going on? What happened to the experiment? The experiment? I interrupted it. Ugh. Stop moving like that. This is not nice. You and Toga, your foster father. You were trying to take a peek at my memory, weren't you? Okay. Now we have a name. We have Nala and Toga. Well, I will show you. Show me what? Memories. The ones you seek the most. The ones I seek the most? You'll see. Oh, good. Will I? I guess I don't have a choice in this. Memory. Is it the first time? You meet you. Huh? Me meet me. Me, 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 me. Me, me, me. Time moves forward. But I'll bring you backward. Alright, so we are going back into the past to maybe change things. Move on. And deepen your memory. What if I want to go back? What if I don't want to approach the creep? Oh, I can't, of course. I kind of like the way that this is presenting this story. It's like partially like visual novel almost. And then you have these like moments of really creepy atmospheric buildup. And it's all so mysterious. I do actually want to like piece this together. It's been really interesting. Lurk on my phone because it's too hot for desktop. Yo, what's up, mins? Enjoy. Time moves forward. Yeah, it tends to do that. But I guess it makes sense because this is someone who's trying to escape from the past sin that they so invested. I'm actually very invested already. Why are grippers out though? Experiment X02. You shouldn't have. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about your feet on main. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be for the DMs. Oh, there's another one of her. Come. Oh God, it's the Twilight scene. I don't want you to come. Enter the memory. Statue of Memory? Enter memory world? I won't lie, the jester masks are pretty creepy. It's, so there's like 2 versions of her. Interesting. Refocusing on grippers? What? They were there. They were, oh god, hi Nella. Into your brain we go. Oh. The memory took a second to load. Here. What the hell's happening? Are we gonna find out where the experiment or something? Wonder if that's the twist. Examine? An argument. Okay. This is visually very striking as well for, again, a game made by 6 people. Like, that's kind of wild. It's giving me Sucker Punch. It does kind of have that, like, thematic vibe almost. Press and hold right mouse click to go to the next memory point. Okay. Oh. Holy shit. Where am I now? See her. Okay, I do see her. Little music notes around there. What else is over here to explore, though? Nothing. Okay, I can't leave. Cool guitar. Can I play the keyboard? I want to play just the G note. When I was... A picture that's face down on the table. I love environmental storytelling like this, too. It's really interesting. Hello. Hi. Is everything okay? Hey, what's up, rookie? Hello. Hope you're having a good one. Talk to her. Okay. Crying alone. Oh. Hey, chill, chill, chill. Ooh. Okay. He lied to me on my birthday. He's basically my parent. Oh. Very angry now. And he lied to me. Sad. As a game so far, it's been very interesting approach to storytelling in a horror game. Also, it is kind of hitting, like, right off the bat. I mean, I've been playing this, what, only 15 minutes? And, like, it's already got what it promised of, like, a kind of unique take on emotional, like an emotional tackling of, like, psychological horror. Love the change of expressions for the mask. It's such a cool touch, actually. All I wanted was proof of his love. Now I'm alone. Great. Yeah. Who are you? That's still the only thing I get to ask. Who are you? Okay. No answer. Okay. I'm gonna have to piece this together, I'm assuming. Some kind of puzzle. Someone lied to her. She felt betrayed. Okay. Well, I would too. That's valid. Getting lied to hurts. Whose memory is this? Sadly, you'll know. Oh. Great. I feel like it's us and that's why they won't answer. That's my feeling too, is that this is like super repressed memories and this is like how I coped with it. Funky, hello. Hi. Pain, oh good. Failed feelings, oh my god. We wouldn't missed chances. Wait, chat, we were talking about a lot of this shit before this game started today. Mistakes. Frozen forever. Oh. 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 Hello? Regret. Visually very striking. I really like the music in this. Okay. Well, more freaky deaky things to check out. Papa was a policeman or maybe a military guy or postal worker or something. All these strings that are coming down. Oh my god, there's stuff floating on the ceiling that are coming down and attaching themselves, I think, to probably like vital points of the story. Echo. Okay, well. Can I go out there? I can't. A very cool looking game, though. What's over here? The vastness of space. And what's in there? I can't make out what's in there. My favorite sweater. Alright, I'll examine. Her guilt. Okay. Mask is very reminiscent of Javanese Panji masks used for theater. Oh, dang. I wouldn't have known. That's cool. Grandpa. Ah! I know who you are. No, I don't want to see this again. No. I know who you are. I don't know what happened. I just came here and He's just sick, right? He's only sleeping, right? He's okay, right? He's not dead, right? Why? I think if you're asking me, you know the answer. This shown to me? Why? I can't breathe, I can't see. Help! Help. Okay, that was a little awful. Yeah. Wonderful. Nala, calm down. I'm here. Oh! Statue of Memory, young Nala. Yeah, we are totally fine. So this was us. That was me. Why did you show me that? Because it was the last memory I have in me. Oh, God. Trauma does do that. It 100% stops time. It freezes you in place. It makes you relive the moment over and over again. Wow. Yeah. Very accurate depiction. The statues. Statues with a mask. What are they? Bryant, welcome on in. Thank you for the 72, by the way. I appreciate that. 6 years. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a statue of memory. It represents a moment that happened in the past. And it was my memory, wasn't it? Yes. That was your darkest memory. It is your memory, but from my perspective. What are you? How do you have my memory? To put it simply, it was some kind of time traveler. Currently, my soul is trapped in this memory. That is why the girl that you experimented on has no soul. Oh. Huh? A time traveler? To be specific, I could travel between memories. I saw your memory last, and my soul got stuck here. And now, yours is stuck as well. What? Yes. I brought you here to help me. The only way to free our souls is to change the ending of this memory. Oh, okay, great. We can change the ending of my memory? Yes. How? Patience. First, you need to see the other side of this story. The other side? side of the story that you desperately need to understand. Oh, God. Okay. Interesting. Oh, God. Hello? Don't like that? Girl, maybe intensive therapy might be an option. Actually, true. Sure is a game. Yo, what's up, Austin? Yeah. I don't like that. I won't lie. It's not my favorite. Can I just turn around? Oh, okay, she's gone. Wonderful. Oh, he's so still. Yeah, Austin, enjoy the burgers on National Burger Day. I do like that they have, like, the reflections. That makes it even creepier. It's like this super reflective, like, illuminated surface. I do not like it, Sam I am, yeah. Hello. Is this gonna be Grandpapa? The other side. Or maybe Papa. Since she said at the beginning her and her foster dad made a mistake. Unlock new sides. Okay. I like that this is more eerie than, again, in-your-face horror. I do like the storytelling is front and center with, like, a creepy atmosphere around it. I do better with these types of horror games, for sure. You are like Papa. Ah, statue of memory grandfather, so it is Grandpapa. I don't like that he's just standing there like this. It's pretty creepy. Can I not examine more things yet? Hey, bud. I saw you lying on the floor here, very dead, a while ago. Got swans that are, like, in the shape of a heart with their neck. A helmet. And 2, like, wedding bands. Intertwined. This is more horrifying. It's hard to nail dread in a game. It really is. Yeah, he's meditating. Kind of similar to how people with DID describe their inner world. Interesting. All right, examine here. Can I please? There we go. Talk to him. A Grandpapa moment. Hi, Grandpapa.
Did I do that right? Should I not yell? Was I being too emotional? I didn't mean to ruin her birthday, but I...
Oh, he's regretful. That she feels like he lied to her on her birthday.
Nala must have been upset.
Grandpa? How? You're here. Alive. What happened?
Should I check on her?
Oh, this one isn't responding because he's not present. He's actually just stuck in the memory. Yeah, she believed he lied.
Does she even want to see me right now?
Oh, God.
She yelled at me, cussed at me. She's never been like that before. I got so mad.
Don't lie to me. That, you can, like, you actually care. Just leave me alone. Does she really hate me now? Grandpa, it's me. Juba, hello, hi. Oh, God, Jeebus. No! Oh, my God, what is happening? I'm sorry I interrupted you. You can't tell him who you are or this memory will be ruined, meaning we can't get out of here. I'll let him continue the dialogue. Just listen to him for now.
All I wanted was for my granddaughter to be happy on her birthday. How did things turn out like this?
Sad? Sag? Sag because they both got Madge. There's more to the story. Okay. I'm finding that out. How could this happen? Yeah, how could this happen to me? Wait, I can move between memory points? I can go back? Explore, find, and examine more fragments. Okay. So, let's go to this. The fight, I guess? That happened before Grandpa's memory. We didn't really get to examine the argument yet. Interesting. That is cool, yeah. That I get to, like, kind of figure out what's going on here. Ooh, now I get... Oh! I hate being alone! That scared the shit out of me. Oh, God. A gift? The birthday gift, perhaps? Her story or his story? Oh, man. Double Red, thank you so much, Flameburb and Corey. Welcome on into the sponsored segment of tonight's stream. We're playing a game called Undying Flower, which has been visually so cool and narratively so cool so far. Very, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's got this, like, gothic horror, well, like, I don't know, modern gothic, creepy vibe to it. I don't know how to describe this yet. It's been really unique, which is cool. It's a game made by only 6 people, by the way, which is really neat. Welcome on in. Raiders, make sure you're reading the rules just so you don't get timed up by Miamot or Nightbot. We only have about half an hour left with this game also. So I'm so curious about what's going on with Grandpa. I want to hear what his side of the story is, especially since he's the one who ends up dying and we won't be able to, like, interact with him directly the way that we do with our past selves. So, yeah, theatric horror sheet. Yeah, honestly, that's a good description. It's very theatric. It's very, like, stage play turned into a horror game. It kind of reminds me, there was this old, very indie horror movie that Morgan and I loved back in the day. That was back when, like, Netflix was the Wild West and had some kind of low-budget stuff on it. One of them was this, like, two-person show. It was a dark stage, just a spotlight, and then, like, characters moving in and out of the spotlight to tell the story. And it ended up being super, super impactful. It was called Low. I don't know if anyone in chat's seen it. It just spelled L-O. And it was about, like, a demon. And it got into the sort of emotional side of why this demon was telling their story on the stage. And it was such a cool, like, very, like, I don't know, Faustian era, like, scary, weird horror, like, very theatrical. So, very last episode of Neon Genesis, actually very accurate description of this. Like, all symbolism. But yeah, this is cool. I like that, yeah. All right, his story. Let's go. Let's find out. Hello. Oh, God. Always scary to see adults in an argument, especially as a kid. What is this? What is what? In the living room cupboard. There's a box. No, I don't know anything about that. Oh, this is him talking on the side. It's supposed to be Nala's, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we get to explore both sides. Oh, God. Hi again. Angry mask. Yo. What is that? Huh? What is what? Inside the cupboard. There's a box inside the cupboard near the front door. I don't know. It's probably Grandpa's. It's definitely not mine. Alright, interesting. A misunderstanding about bringing the two sides of the story together. Lost memory. Neither of us know anything about this. Who does this belong to? I don't remember anything about this. Grandpa doesn't seem to recall either. What is this item, and why is this important to my memory? Who does this belong to? Lincoln, take care. Thank you. Holy smokes, this is so cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed what you got to watch of it tonight. Thank you. Some good rest. Read journal, sure. I'll do that. Escape. When you see the flower icon on the top right, you can press escape to open the journal. This is the memory that you got so far. Oh, this is the story. Read it if you need a reminder. Okay. Statue of memory. Argument. This statue represents the moment when me and Grandpa were having a big argument back then. What we were arguing about at that moment was... They don't remember. Statue of memory. Tears. After the argument, I locked myself in my room, crying alone, resenting my grandfather and everyone I loved for leaving me alone in the end. Okay, Sag. God, this is really interesting. Statue of memory. Regret. My biggest regret, he died alone in the living room while I was pitying myself. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't there for him in the end. But even if I was there for him, what could I have done? Yeah, you're just a kid. Statue. Oh my God, is this going to be she's blamed herself for killing her grandpa this whole time, but she wasn't actually the one who killed her grandpa, but because she was a kid and internalized, like, she thought she could have done more for him. And if she had just been in the room and not, like, crying like a kid would do after feeling lied to, then she thinks she could have altered history somehow. Maybe this is us coping with that and, like, not really altering history, but, like, rewriting how we feel about it now that we have adult perspective. Oh, man, I wonder. It's cool. I love when there's a good, like, psychological approach to things like this. Statue memory left alone. While I cried in my room, I left Grandpa alone in the living room. He was contemplating what happened and worried sick about me and blaming himself, apparently. That's tough for a kid POV, yeah. You have to get to adulthood to start applying retroactive understanding of yourself. Added this game to my wish list. This is really cool. We're not going to end up seeing the end of this. So, I'm going to probably play this in my alone time as well after this sponsored stream and check it out. A mystery. I don't know this item yet. A white box. Why is it important to my memory even though I don't remember anything about it? Grandpa doesn't seem to know much about it either. Well, all right. Cool. All right, so I should go to a different memory. His last moment. Okay, that's depressing. Is there any other things I can explore and figure out? There's the gift. Examine the clock. Oh, 3 p.m. Comet in Mummyland. What? Oh, the goop coming off of that around the mask is creepy. Huh. Her story and his. Okay. Her story. Let's start with that. What did she feel in this moment? And then what did the adult in the situation feel? Can you tell me what happened today? I don't want to talk about it. Your birthday. Please, I need to know. It's your birthday. It's your birthday today, isn't it? Oh, God. Don't mention that to me. Not today. It hasn't been a great day today. What happened? I think it was in the afternoon. We were just coming home after Grandpa picked me up from school. After getting out of the train station, I asked him, Grandpa, can we go to the music store before going home? And he said yes. I was so excited because it was my birthday, and I don't know why, but he hasn't been talking about it at all to me. He promised me that he'd get me a present. So I thought, rather than waiting for him to remember, I'll show him something I like. Maybe he'll remember. So I did. Oh my gosh. At the music store. What happened in the music store? Cute. I really like the storybook kind of presentation of this. Comet in Mummyland is what she wanted from the music store. I see. I showed him the album I've always wanted. Ow, sorry. I just hit my knee off the desk. It brought me back to the present a little bit. I told him that, but he said no. He said he couldn't afford it, and we just went home. What happened at home? Oh, God. And then they got into the argument. Let's see. I got mad because he forgot his promise to me. He doesn't care about me. I said horrible things to him, and I lashed out at him. I ran to my room, turned on my music, locked the door, and cried. This is a cool way to tell the story. Honestly, I think this is really, really interesting. Like, again, it's interesting because, like, some of the Steam reviews were like, it has really good voice acting, but I'm assuming that's the, like, song we heard in the beginning. And maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe future cutscenes or something. His story. Okay, what's his side of this? All right, Grandpapa. Adult in the situation. What's going on, man? Tell me, what happened today? Why were you and Nala fighting?
It's my fault. I was being too hard on her, and now she's mad at me. It was supposed to be a perfect day.
What happened?
I was picking her up from school. Suddenly, she asked if we could go to the music store for a moment before going home. So we did. Even though originally I really wanted us to go home as quickly as possible. But I thought, why not? She said that she only wanted to look around, but somehow when I got there, it felt like an ambush.
So Grandpapa maybe not processing his own emotions through the lens of how a child would think, as well as he possibly could. It's fair to feel like that, I feel like, with your peers or other adults, but, like, kids, even though they are manipulative and conniving at times, typically, you know, just need to be talked through those moments. Loving the look and the feel of the game, from what I've seen so far. Yeah, it's very, very cool so far. An ambush?
She showed me an album that she liked. She was so excited to, and I thought that she wanted me to buy it for her. Of course, I knew it was her birthday, and I did promise to buy a present. But it was too expensive and too sudden. I spent a lot of money on medicine recently, and I couldn't afford that album for her.
Oh, God, dude, fuck. This is gonna... damn, dude. Grandpa was sick for a prolonged amount of time and probably didn't want to, like, scare Nala. And he was full of regret in this moment because he didn't have the money to buy her a birthday present, and he was very aware it's what she wanted on her birthday. So he was living with his own guilt. Yeah, it's no one's fault. Yeah, just bad communication. You promise. But you did make a promise to her, though, right?
I did promise her a present, yes. But I didn't know that she wanted that album specifically. So when we got home, she got mad at me, saying all sorts of stuff. She crossed a line that shouldn't be crossed when you talk to an elder, especially family. So I grounded her.
I'm sensing maybe some generational trauma cycle in here, where it's like that's just unfortunately the respect your elders mentality of a lot of households. The unwillingness to let that go.
I've never seen her that mad before, throwing all kinds of language at me and telling me to leave her. And I'm still trying to understand where all this anger is coming from. Does she really want the album that badly?
And moments after this happened, it was his last moment. Your last words to him were, just leave me alone.
Alright. Two sides of the story. Damn, dude. So he was like so sick, they got home and he dropped dead after the argument, and then little kid who couldn't process that blamed herself. It was the last time I talked to him. I hate you. I showed him what I wanted as a present. He broke his promise to me, and I ambushed him. It was so dumb, childish, and selfish. I ambushed him, showing him something he couldn't afford. Sad. Okay. Really sad, actually. And then he blamed himself, even though he was outside of circumstances to be able to accommodate for the album on, and he knew he was breaking Nala's heart. Damn, that's sad, dude. Little puzzle. Oh, it's puzzle pieces. Cute. Of a happy family together. Oh, sad. Grandma died. Mom and dad are no longer around. Shit, dude. Her story. Damn.
I want to know what happened to your family. Can you tell me? Sure. My grandpa passed away not too long ago, and my mom and dad, they, left. I don't know why, but they left a long time ago.
Sad. That sucks for a kid. Haha, smile. Ooh. The laughing through the pain, learning the habit to deflect, especially when you're that young. God, those get internalized in you forever, as I've been working through in my own therapy.
You think this is funny? Why are you laughing?
I feel like why are you laughing is maybe a little less accusatory. We need to be gentle with our child.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, sorry. Oh, not the tears with the smile. This is such a great way to convey hidden emotion as well. Love the difference in art style from the memories and talking to mask memory people to the style of us wandering around the memory. Very interesting and cool. It's so much going on here. It's great. Visually, again, 6 people made this game, by the way. This is actually really impressive. Completely, like, separate from them sponsoring the stream. This is actually wild that this was 6 people.
Oh, sorry. It's been so long. I don't even really remember them properly anymore. My mom and dad. I can't remember what their faces look like unless I look at them in the family picture. I'm sorry.
What happened to them? Yeah, what happened to them?
Who knows? All I know is they left me alone when I was very little, without any explanation. Maybe they got tired of me. I don't know. I mean, everyone else is tired of me, so I'm not surprised. Even Grandpa.
Have you ever looked for them?
I did once. I even asked Grandpa about them, but no answers. All he said was they loved me. That's basically it. They didn't want to actually leave me, or it's not because of you they left, or something like that. So yeah, that's bullshit. So I tried to look for them myself, asking around the neighborhood and stuff. But I got no answer. So I just accepted it. Maybe they have no reason for it. Maybe they just gave up.
Oh no, sweetie. God, this is way sadder than I thought it was gonna be, quite honestly. His story. Let's find out what Grandpa thinks about all this. Probably really hard being past his kid to take care of by himself after his own wife died. And he's sick on top of it. It was probably a lot of stress.
Can you tell me about your family?
It's just the two of us now.
Two of you? Two of us?
Yes. There's only me and Nala now. Back then, it was more lively.
Oh, that's what you meant.
There was me and my wife Ellie.
Sad.
And my son, his wife and their daughter Nala.
His wife. Her parents. Yeah, her parents. Sorry to talk about painful memories, but leaving it like a mystery just doesn't help. Absolutely.
Your son and his wife. What happened to them?
They left a long time ago and never came back.
Do you know why they left?
It's complicated. All I know is that it was because of their work.
He was a scientist, and he found something that made him decide to leave the company he worked for. But one day, my son and his wife came to our house. They said they had to leave in a hurry. They didn't explain where or why exactly, but I could tell they were panicked. They left Nala in our care and left. That was 10 years ago. They've never come back. And then he also lost his son on top of it? Yeah, oh no, the government could be.
Aren't you pissed off at them? It left a child to you just like that.
I was shocked, yes. But I wasn't angry at them. Simply because I love Nala. I knew from looking at them it pained them to leave her. Especially her mother. They entrusted Nala to me. And to us, she is the most important person in the world right now. I want to take care of her. I would do anything for her, even at the expense of my own health. But I was not alone back then. Ellie was with me.
Oh, that's so sad, dude. So he thought he could do it because even though this was a surprise thing, he still had his wife. God. That's fucking sad, dude. Are they part of the science experiment we're doing? Maybe. I mean, it could be.
What happened to your wife?
She,
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry. I was just... I miss her so much. I'm forever in debt to her. What will I do without her?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. What I was about to say was that my son and his wife left Nala in our care. Not long after that, I lost my wife. After I lost her, I noticed that my health started deteriorating.
That would be twisted if all this was from the parents' experiment. God, I hope not. Oh, God, I hope not. Yeah, what if the foster dad she mentioned at the beginning of the game is not actually a foster dad and is one that, like, is pretending that he's a foster? I don't know. Like, something weird, right? He adopted her into this weird, screwed-up experiment, and he was actually the regular dad, and that was the work that he had to do the whole time? Something weird. I don't know. Yeah, what is her real dad? She doesn't know. God. But
at this point, Nala is the only thing that matters to me. Ellie is gone, and now I'm the only one she has left.
That's fucked. That's hard. He has to take care of this kid all by himself, and his wife died, and he's sick, and he doesn't have money, and his kids left. Your voice for Grandpa's so good, by the way. I'm locked in. Well, thank you. Oh, God, what's happening?
Grandma's dead, leaving him alone with me. My parents left me with him when I was very young. My lost family. My broken family.
This is a really accurate portrayal of how kids internalize things.
Mom and Dad left me when I was young. Grandpa said it was because of their dangerous work, and Grandma died not long after, leaving him alone with an unstable child as a burden.
Yeah, God, this is a really rough way. This is really how kids internalize things that are, like, not their fault. God, that's sad as shit, dude. This is fine, and we have a normal amount of questions and emotions, yeah. Echo, what's this? Oh, God, hello. Chat, time is running a little low on how much the dev wanted me to play this, by the way, so this will possibly be the last investigation we get to do, and then if you want to see how the game ends, 10 smackaroons on Steam right now. You'll be able to explore the ending of this game. I know I'm going to keep playing this because I'm really locked in. I want to find out what the hell's going on. Dang. It's wild. I think horror game is a really good apt description of what this is, but at the same time, it is so much more. I like this, like, between this and, like, games like Mouthwashing that I did semi-recently, where there's this emotional punch to it, and it's more of an approach involving the psychology of what's going on, which is, like, true psychological horror, in my opinion. I really like when a game does this. It gets me a lot more. It makes me care about the characters more, the setting, the representation of all the plot points, like, a lot more than just, like, the scary runaway from the monster. Like, I like those games too, but this is hitting for me personally. So yeah. I much more enjoy games like this in Mouthwash. Yeah, I agree, Merm. All right. Let's do her story first. Good deep game, yeah. Yep.
Echo, does that title ring a bell? Ah. The children's book. I'm talking about the children's book.
Oh. Looks a little bit like her family.
Oh, the old storybook, yes. I do know that book. I've read it so many times now. You like the story? I read it not because I like it. Or I read it not because I like it.
Then why? Is the time on sponsor bits only to get people to buy it instead of watching someone play it? No, I don't especially agree with that kind of loaded question either. This is more of a, I was working with the marketing crew for this game, and they have a very limited budget. Again, it's a team of 6 people, and they want to make sure that I'm being paid fairly, and I gave them my rate, and they said, cool, we can afford 1 hour of you. So, that's part of it, but also, yeah, it's cool to not spoil a game. It's actually pretty dope that some of you might be inspired to buy this, because this is actually really cool. This is very different than what I thought it was going to be, but again, I'm impressed by 6 people. This game kind of reminds me of Mouthwashing and Slay the Princess. I was going to compare this to Slay the Princess as well, Brookie. The way that they tell the story feels so unique. I love it. Yeah. I think it's really cool so far. Makes sense. Also missed that this was a 6-person team. The game looks incredible. It does. Yeah. It, like, just always be careful when you're talking about, like, people's work, about expecting kind of the worst from them.
Because my grandpa tells me that. She used to read it to me as a kid, and it was my favorite bedtime story with her.
Also, I'm of the firm belief, just based on the state of the game industry right now, indie devs especially deserve to get paid. Damn. Get the bag. Like Calcat. Calcats is the name of the dev studio, by the way. Get the bag, Calcats. My goodness. Yeah, I like the idea of giving a little taste of the game to grab your interest. Yeah.
My mother. But I can't remember the feeling I had back then when she read it to me.
Do you hate your mother? Do you love your mother? I think do you love your mother? I want to shape this into a more nurturing story.
Do you love your mother? How can I love someone I barely even remember? It's just what Grandpa told me. That she used to read me that book and it was apparently my favorite. It's a good story though, even though I can't remember why I liked it that much. Now that you talk about it, I just recalled that the story is actually pretty sad and tragic. It looks cute and happy, but it actually tells a story about a dog remembering her family before meeting them in the afterlife after a fire.
God, that's sad.
It's implied, but you know when you read it.
God, dude. Are we her mother? Oh, God. Now that would be an insane twist, honestly. His story. I think this is going to have to be the last segment we do of this, by the way. And then I'm going to check the flower one last time. The undying flower. And we're going to see what happens.
Do you remember Echo?
It's an old storybook of mine. Nala used to love it so much. Her mother used to read it to her before bedtime. But that was like 10 years ago.
Can you tell me the story? Her mother. Now let's learn more about Mom. We learned about the story from young Nala.
What was her mother like?
She was lovely and a very kind woman. When my son first introduced her to me, I'd never seen him happier in his life. And I also remember when Nala was born, how precious that moment was to all of us. Nala is their only child, so of course, her mother doted on her so much while her father worked hard at his job. When they still lived here, I remember at night Nala would always run to her mother with that book and beg her to read it every single night before sleeping. I don't know what happened to her and my son. They never come back to us. But I know that Nala missed them, especially her mother. She needs motherly love.
Can you tell me the story?
Sure. A puppy lost in the forest. She's hurt, and her body is covered in ash. Alone, not knowing where to go, she keeps walking.
Got all the different presentation styles in this game. Also, this takes so much work to code. This is actually so cool.
Along the way, she meets twins. They invite her to play. She's happy. Suddenly, they go ahead and she's left behind. Alone, not knowing where to go, she keeps walking. Then, she meets a man. The man wants to run with her. She is happy.
No wonder why Nala associated with this story so much.
But he goes too fast, leaving her behind.
Yeah, the sad story and the sad story.
Alone again with nowhere to go, she keeps walking. She heard a woman calling her inside. In front of the warm fireplace, she falls asleep.
Oh God, Jesus. Poor pup. Get out of there.
alone and afraid. She keeps walking. But then in the end, she's reunited with her loved ones. They're calling out her name. Come here, Echo.
Okay. Sad.
My mother. A happiness that I can't seem to recall. A beautiful memory. Mother.
Very good bedtime story, yeah.
He said my mother was a beautiful person. He said that I was happy when she read me the story. But why can't I recall that happiness?
I love, again, that this is... It's interspersing two different approaches to the story. One through the lens of a child who doesn't quite understand the world, is very alone, is very lost, does not have the nurture that she legitimately needs. And then on the other hand, you have a grandfather who's doing his best, but is still doing the adult thing of projecting what his version of the memory is onto a child who might not have processed that as a happy memory or a happy moment. God, it's so good. Damn, when they said, like, oh, we're gonna do, like, psychological horror, I was like, oh, they're gonna, like, make us doubt ourselves, and there's gonna be, like, these creepy moments where it really plays around with, like, the personality traits of someone. This is, weirdly so on par with a lot of, like, therapy teaching and a lot of, like, therapy methodology of, like, noticing you don't see things the same way as other people do, ever. You have a unique perspective. The way that someone takes an interaction or a situation that you might think is really happy might end up being like a really painful memory to them or a really negative experience. This game is all about that. It is absolutely unwild. It is almost like begging us and the main character to, like, be more mindful in the moment. And I like that a lot. Yeah, they hit us with the childhood trauma. Oh my god, yeah. Screw this game. Alright, we have new flowers to read, and then unfortunately, chat. That's all the time that I got. Happy birthday, me. I was so dumb, childish, and selfish. He promised me a birthday present, so I showed him something that I loved. But to him, it was like an ambush. Out of nowhere, I wanted him to buy this expensive item that he couldn't afford. In the end, I was angry at him. Thought he forgot about his promise and said horrible things to him. This is like a horror game about healing. My broken family. Mother, father, grandpa, and grandma are the people I considered family. My parents left me when I was 5, and grandma died not too long after that. I never knew why my parents left. My childish self thought it was because they were tired of me. Grandpa said that it was because of their work. Father was a scientist, and he found something that made him decide to leave the company he worked for. One day, they came to Grandpa's house with me. Grandpa said they looked panicked. They left me in Grandpa's and Grandma's care. Grandpa was shocked, but he wasn't angry, simply because he loved me. He said that looking at my parents' face, he knew that it pained them to leave me. Shortly after that, Grandma died of old age, and it left him broken-hearted with an emotionally unstable child. I'm beginning to think that Dad and Mom might have run away from the company that Dad worked at because maybe he, like, discovered something he wasn't supposed to, or maybe stole the technology, maybe even of the experiment that we saw at the beginning of the game or something. Like that, I don't know. No, Ephraim, but if you click the tiny, or not the tiny URL, the bit.ly link in the spawn command, that helps me out. So if you click through that and then buy it through that link, they have tracking on that. So that does help me out. So yeah, thank you. This is a freaking cool game. And for $10, honestly, with the presentation variation that we've seen here, the storytelling aspects actually like not feeling corny and really striking a chord in a lot of ways I didn't expect. And also still the mystery of the like creepy atmosphere and the weird like intro. Man, this is 6 people did this. 6 freaking people did this. This is actually so cool. If this doesn't motivate you to be like, oh my god, 6 people made a game like this, I can do anything in the world, I don't know what to tell you, because this is inspirational to me. Of like, damn, you put out this quality product at 6 people. We got AAA games that are released by thousands of people that need 18 patches before they're playable. This is like so cool to see come out of indie. Mother and daughter. According to Grandpa, Mother was lovely and very kind. She was the first true happiness for my father. My mother used to read this book to me. I was so happy. But it was a happiness that I can't seem to recall. God, that's sad. Alright, I'm going to do one more tour around the room. I'm going to show you a couple shots of the memories again. This is the argument, the first one. There's more things to examine, obviously. Grandpa and her fighting. Grandpa standing dejected after the fight, feeling like he screwed up. They did such a good job, and for it to be a small team, it's awesome, yeah. I was having a discussion with a friend about, like, the state of the video game industry right now, and how much I am so glad that I've never really chased only AAA games on my platforms. I've always made a spotlight for indies, and this kind of storytelling, this kind of presentation, this is so unique, this is so interesting. We got to showcase it more. We got to root for these people who are creating things out of their heart and not just out of the interest of investors. It's really neat. Again, the only reason I'm streaming this for an hour is I'm working with a great marketing team. They want to make sure that I'm being paid fairly. They also are happy that it means that I won't be spoiling the end of the game, but they're devs that work hard and deserve to get paid, especially if they're selling this game for only $10. I guarantee that more than $10 of effort went into maintaining the studio and coding this and developing it and marketing it and releasing it. As someone with a lot of friends in the games industry, I know how expensive that can get, especially for a small team. So I'm happy to showcase this. This is super cool. Elijah, welcome on in. We got this. Oh, man. I'm so tempted to keep going, but I cannot. They really just want me to be paid fairly, which is so cool. But look at all these objects left to examine. All the story left. She's crying in her room, thinking Grandpa hates her. And then the final scene here that we've unlocked so far. Grandpa dead on the floor. Blood all around him. Us clutching his body. Like, how would we have gotten here? Indies do such out of the box and fun stuff. Oh man, yeah. Again, Mouthwashing last year is a game that feels spiritually very much like this. There's the quiet moment in the lobby of the ship in Mouthwashing is how I felt during all the storytelling bits of this game. There's this like serenity and calmness that is kind of there to give you a break from the heavy themes of the game and the impending doom and dread and horror that kind of permeates throughout everything else. Just got home, but I've been listening in. I don't usually go for horror games, but I might actually check this one out. Yeah, this one's also not too scary. So far, again, we're not seeing the whole game. Like, this scene's pretty eerie, but I don't do great with horror games. You guys see me avoid them when I can. I play them mainly just for incentives and occasionally because I'm really truly interested in one. This one was one that was already on my radar because people had told me it wasn't super scary, but it was really interesting, and it has its moments where things get like really creepy and eerie. So if you're someone who doesn't do great with horror games, maybe this is yeah, something to check out, something worth looking into. It's very cool. I like this. I really like the presentation again. 6 people. Yo, what's up, Pete? Welcome. Anyway, that is unfortunately the end of the sponsored segment for tonight. God damn. Ah, man. I do like that it autosaves as well, so I'll be able to just pick this up whenever I want and play the rest of it. But if you want to check it out, !spawn. Use the bit.ly link if you want to give me credit if you buy the game, or if you just even want to look at the trailer and read a little bit more about the game. Wishlist it on Steam, bookmark it, whatever. That helps me out a lot when you click that link, and it helps the team out to show that there's interest in the game. Thank you for showing up in force tonight also. We'll decompress. We'll talk a little bit about the game and vibe before I just, like, bounce. But, man, this was fascinating. This was really freaking cool. Undying Flower, everyone. So neat. Like, so cool. All right. Goodbye to this one. Maybe we finish this on stream. I don't know. We'll think about it. Now that sponsorship's over, I'm kind of free to do what I want with the key. So maybe I finish this like after St. Jude month. Do like a Sunday stream for it or something. That'd be kind of sick. Damn, that was cool. Damn, that was really, really cool. Let me get like sound alerts and stuff going again. Oh, crap. I know what's going on with my computer. 1 second. It's because I turned Snap off. It was bothering me earlier today, but I need it. Epic? That was epic, honestly. I really enjoyed that. I liked how that... Very unorthodox in its storytelling. Mare, hey, what's up? Just missed the sponsored segment. Are you sure you want to quit the game? No, yeah. Not after you put me through the frickin' feels, like, destructive feels grinder game. How did you manage to do that in an hour where I'm emotionally invested in these characters and my heart hurts? Like, unironically, that, like, emotionally tugged at my heartstrings. That was actually wild. I had it on, but I was meal prepping. I hope that your meal prep went well. Yeah, we need closure. Chat. Selfish Sunday stream in the future. Do we finish Undying Flower? I'm going to give you a poll. Let me know how you're feeling about this one. No wrong way to vote. It's all anonymous. You get 1 minute to vote on this poll. And again, if you want to check it out, !spawn. Use that bit.ly link. The more clicks on that, the better for me. The better for the dev. The more people like wishlist it on Steam or buy it directly through that link. Helps all of us out. Again, this dev and the marketing team they're working with is paying me very fairly. Very grateful for them. Very awesome that they were like, hey, we don't stream for more than an hour because we want you to be paid well for this. And then also gives us a little bit of mystery to work towards if I do decide to finish this on stream. Hi guys, I'm back from work. We're gonna chill until 3 a.m., right? Stream isn't ending right now. I really regret to tell you this. I'm just gonna be decompressing with chat for like a little bit, and then I gotta bounce. Normally I don't stream Wednesdays, so I gotta use a little bit of my time for me. One day Brian will let me make the poll again. One of these days, Shiro. One of these days. Oh, man. Unanimous. All right. Yeah, we'll finish this guy in the future. I'll give you maybe a couple weeks just so that chat has enough time to beat it themselves if they decide to buy it. It's a fairly short game. I guess it runs just a few hours. But for $10, and again, to support a 6-person team, like, why the hell not, right? I spend $10 more on, like, freaking fast food sometimes. That's fair. How is the sponsor game? It was surprisingly so good. Not surprisingly so good. Surprisingly so good in a way that I was not prepped for. I thought it was going to be a much more, like, horror-heavy and then the emotionality was going to sort of be woven into the story, but instead it's like, how about I just punch you in the face with some really sad shit all the time? That's yeah. My goodness. Plot twist, Bree loves making polls and will overthrow the mods to do so any chance. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. Oh man, that was fun. That was cool. That was really, really awesome. Again, yeah, I've a little bit of it can perceive run. A bit of oh wait, I didn't turn on sound alert. Sorry. Let me fix everything. Let me fix everything. All right, I think alerts and everything are back to existing on screen again. There we go. Yeah, dang. That was so cool. Very mouth-washing vibes, very like, here's this story that we're gonna tell you in sort of weird chapters. Here's like these brief moments of, I guess, respite from like the creepier vibes. Here's this very unorthodox way of like presenting the themes that we really want to mess around with. It was cool. I really like the animation in it. The art style is so unique. Everything was cool. Jokes aside, it's a good, unique, emotional trauma game. Yeah, truly emotional trauma game. Yeah, it's like the best parts of like, I don't know, a stage play plus indie horror and storytelling. Good stuff. Yeah. I didn't really have plans to stream too late tonight. It's already 11:30 my time. I was going to get going earlier, but then Morgan and I took a trip to the library, which was very fun. She is probably not streaming tonight, but she's going to try to maybe stream, I guess, tomorrow during the day or sometime during this week for y'all to catch her again. But we're going to go enjoy a nice day off together. Or, I guess, night, since it's like just a couple hours till bedtime. Also, I think tonight is when the first of 2 raffle winners for my thing is supposed to be pulled. So check any last-minute entries in if you're interested. Oh, there we go. So, Cher, do you want to do that at the beginning of tomorrow's stream? Since I'll be doing... Oh, by the way, shit, chat, I forgot to mention this. Oh, my God. Hold up. Let me... Oh, God, let me actually pull it up on my browser so I can, like, share it in the chat quick. Hold, please. I have another special thing, I believe tomorrow? Let me double check real quick. What is it? Tomorrow's Thursday the 29th. 7 p.m. Eastern time, because I just can't help but be the busiest bee in the hive. There is a game coming out called Spray Paint Simulator. It's basically the inverse of the inverse of what Power Wash Sim is, where instead of power washing spray paint off of things, I'm putting spray paint onto things. And Whitehorn Games, which created it, reached out to me to see, or Whitethorn Games, I always get their name wrong. Whitethorn Games, who created it, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take over their Twitch channel. So it's not going to be here, but it's going to be on twitch.tv/Whitethorn Games. And I will be playing Spray Paint Simulator for, I think, like 2 hours. And then after that, I will take a quick break. And then I'll get back online on my channel so that we can do some more charity fundraising and continue Jump King Quest. So that is the current plan for tomorrow. Let me get the link quick. I'll put it up in the Discord as well tomorrow early so that people can prep for that. But it will be really cool because I'm going to be doing a channel takeover. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the schedule. They even made a graphic, dude. Because God knows I'm too lazy to do a graphic. What am I doing? Wait, how do you share shit on Blue Sky? Here we go. It's like, how do I share a post from Blue Sky? Am I a boomer, dude? I guess so. Olge. All right, there we go. Check out that post if you want to. Again, huge shout out to Indie.io and Calcats Games for sponsoring tonight's stream. Thank you to them for letting us experience this and also paying me to do it, which is just like double baller by them. The game was sick. It was actually so dope. Really fun. I can't wait to beat that on stream. I feel like it will probably only take like one more stream to beat it, which will be great. Yeah, so thank you to them for that tonight. Tomorrow we got Whitethorn Games Twitch channel takeover. We'll be playing Spray Paint Simulator, and then I will be doing more fundraising for St. Jude. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. Thank you to everyone who, like, resubbed, rated, etc. while I was playing the sponsored segment. Just wanted to keep it immersive and distraction-free as possible. Really fun. Thank you to those of you who hung out here and actually, like, genuinely enjoyed the game, and some of you who want to, like, check it out. It's super cool game. Super fun. Really interesting. Again, 6-person team. If you know even a fraction of how much work it takes to make a video game, 6 people doing that is unreal to me. I want to see more high-quality stuff like that. Good night. Hey, before everyone goes, let's raid over to someone. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Let's see. Oh, my God. A lot of people are on tonight. Let's raid over to a friend of mine. My goodness. I'm going to send y'all over to my friend Smashly just because she's been raiding us a lot. She is the leader of Control Alt Donate, which is the charity stream team that I joined this year to raise money for St. Jude. We recently surpassed our $100,000 team goal, in part, large part, to this community raising over $10,000 for St. Jude. Shout out to everybody who's helped spread word about the St. Jude charity fundraiser this year. She is playing, I don't know, some game, never heard of. She's lovely though. Very LGBTQ plus friendly community for, you know, the upcoming Pride Month vibes. Fellow trans femme energy over there. So enjoy that. And if you can't stick around for the whole stream, at least stick around for the raid so we can just let a friend of mine know that we love what she does and appreciate what she does. Yeah. Let me get that raid going. Thank you for hanging out with me, even though my brain was like halfway there tonight. Again, half due to the fact that I had therapy tonight, and therapy days, it always like puts me in this sort of dissociative state. Hopefully commentary was funny and fun or interesting, or voice acting was adequate. You know, interaction with chat was good. But half is like, this is normally my day off anyway, so I'm just kind of like chilling today. So thank you for chilling with me. All of you are incredible. Like, really, truly appreciate everyone. Thank you for follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, tips, anything that came through here tonight. Obviously helps keep a roof over Morgan in my head, allows me to keep doing what I do for all of you. So excited to end this month on a great note. Again, if you don't like Jump King Quest, keep donating to the charity at 11K. You get to vote again, and then you just have to survive the community vote on what game to send me to. Thank you for over 10 subs tonight, though. Oh my God, thank you. Appreciate that. We will pivot to focusing on sub goals, tip goals, etc. once June kicks off. It's going to be a great Pride Month. We're going to make sure that, especially with all the bullshit going on in the world that's taking away the spaces that we do have that this place is a rock-solid fortress. That you get to drop by here and be yourself and be proud of who you are and be surrounded by people who care about you in a genuine way because you belong to this community. So, thank you to all of you for being here tonight. All of you are great. Actually, let me get the raid going. Smash is great. She has wonderful energy. Please, please stick around to go say hi to her. You might find your favorite new streamer. She is just such a gorgeous, lovely individual. So join that raid. Join it, and we'll get over there, and you can help her raise money for St. Jude, or you can just vibe and enjoy. Oh, yeah, no raid message. Okay, wait. Crap. Yeah, but we can't. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Raid message is... I'm just going to send hearts. All right, if you don't have my love emote, feel free to use whichever one you feel like fits at the beginning and end of this message. We're just going to say, hello, pretty lady. Because, listen, I want all my dolls to feel like they're the fucking most gorgeous queens that have ever walked the earth. All right? That's what we're doing. Because she is just a beautiful, wonderful, incredible soul. And she has encouraged me on my own journey so much. So, let's go say hi. All right, now start the raid for real. Wow. First time I'm doing a raid tonight, obviously. Again, thank you so much. This many subs, this many people showing up to support a sponsored stream. Y'all are incredible for that. Please, please, please join the raid, even if you can't stick around for the whole stream that she's doing. It's wonderful to show friends that I love, that we love them. Thank you, everybody. If you chatted here, if you lurked, no matter what you did, if you're rooting me on as I played the game, if you're just showing up to show support for a sponsored event, if you are someone who like actually got into the game and are like gonna go out there and buy it yourself and beat it before I do, whatever your vibe is, thank you for being here. Again, so much support. All of you are great. Truly, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are fantastic. You really are. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead. I am going to say goodbye here. And I'll see you again tomorrow for some more St. Jude fun and chaos. Thank you, everybody. All of you are the best. Like, seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I'll see you over in Smash's chat for a bit. Take care of yourselves. Or else. Or else. All right. See you around.